Hello again. I'm doing a lot of videos today because this is the weekend before the pen show and I'm trying to get everything ready. So what I'm doing is I'm going to sell pens there. And so I thought I would count my pens, kind of go through my pens and decide which ones, I can let go of. So I thought, while I do it, I don't think I've ever done a, pen video, like what my pen collection. So I will do that now. All right. So these are my Sailors and my Platinum. So Platinum 3776. That cute little heart breather hole. I love this pen. That's not going anywhere. It's a medium nib. And I like this color. I love, like, red's my favorite color. And the other Platinum I have, besides prep piece, which, is this one. So this is the OG desk pen. Has platinum carbon black. Never, ever, ever dries out. And yeah, I have some Meteors and Preppies, and I don't count them. So these are my Sailors. This is my Sailor Progress Slim Mini. This was my first gold nib. It is a medium fine 14 karat gold, and it's the taupe colorway. And I really like this pen. This is I don't know what this is. This is the one that I got from Jane's giveaway, JP Pen and Ink, and it's a medium fine Fude nib. And I like, it's kind of pearlescent. I really like this pen. Actually, I'm really just curious about something. Humor me for a minute. I just want to know if these, like, regular Sailors. They do. Oh my gosh. So I could use this body if I don't even want to use this nib. Uh-oh. Biscadio. Okay, great. Fantastic. Love that. Glad I tried that. Yeah, so this is a steel nib. And all the rest are gold. So this is 14 karat medium fine. I've tried to find, it wasn't my bag, but that was what I tried first. So I don't know how I'd feel about a fine now. This is it Winter Rain, Frozen Rain? I can never remember. I always get it wrong, whichever one it is. This one is 21 karat gold, Pro Gear Slim. I used to have the Spring Rain, the kind of bluey with the purple finials. But I don't know, just that color scheme wasn't my vibe. I got that one when I couldn't get this one, which is the Autumn Drizzle, which this is my favorite out of all of them. This one is inked up, and I'm using this in my 5-year all year long. Yeah, so I was thinking of selling this one, but I really like it. It's so pretty. So I'm probably not gonna. This was the Sailor Pro Gear I got to see if it made such a big difference to me being a Pro Gear versus a Pro Gear Slim. Not really. I mean, if you've seen my journal, what I do in my journal, it's not a ton of writing. I can write with a Pro Gear Slim just fine. This is a medium nib. So far, this thing has just been insanely wet, but maybe I've just been putting insanely wet inks in here. Right now, it's got Teranishi Gentle Green. So it's a medium nib. I don't know how I feel about the medium nib. It's like, it's okay. Yeah. That was bought also to try the medium. It was super cheap on Amazon US. Next we will do, so these are my Esterbrook's and my Pilot. I have a black Esterbrook SD right now, but I've already sold that to Cyan. I would like to get one of the kind of quirky leaf, Blue Lake, or whatever those ones are called. The Back to the Land. Somebody asked on Simone's Discord, which I had to mention because I haven't for like 2 videos. What would be your your dream pen? And I said, kind of a solid vintage color, Esterbrook maybe. And then they did it. So now I really want them, but I want to see them first because I want to see which one would go with these three the best. Why? I don't know. This is my Camden. What's this one called? Rose. Anyways, it's the aluminum one, and it has a Schmidt nib in it, like a Benu. And it's a very wet nib, and I really, really like this nib. So I'm not going to mess with it. It's a fine nib. This is extra fine stub ground by Annabelle. This is the journaler, and this is the vintage one. I have a bunch of vintage Esterbrook nibs I can swap in and out of this. This used to be a rollerball. This is my Pilot capless. I do not have the black nib. I have a gold one. Fine. Cyan and I swapped. She now has the deep yellow, and I have the matte black because I'm an ex-goth chick. Well, I guess X. I still wear all black all the time. This is my Pilot E95S. It is a fine nib. I love this pen. It writes so well. It writes small. It writes large. I can, write any size with that for some reason. It's like a magic pen. And next I have two Franklin Christophs. This is the Model 2. That has the kind of deep posting, and this has my medium sig nib on it. I would like to get a fine sig nib at some point. This is the 20p, and this just has, what does it have in it? Something? Medium? Fine? Don't know. Doesn't matter, because you can swap them in and out. I don't remember what, oh wait. This is the nib my friend Phil ground. So it's kind of like a zoom nib. This is my Ritter's Writers. He's now putting caps on these. I kind of prefer pre-cap, but this one has my only Bach nib. If I've got a Bach nib on my Muji steel pen, but this is the only number 6 Bach nib, and this was ground to be a medium cursive italic with some feedback because Bach nibs are super slippery. And I just think it looks so cool with the skullness. And this is my Bone Crusher 7 Studios. You'll notice that we have a spot here. And that is because I sold my Galaxy Prime to Key. And because I have another one coming. And I'll tell you all about that when it comes. So this is the one that I had made. Special, sent the blanks to him. This is the Quartz Strata. It's got my other skull nib in it, and this is the Yovo skull nib. I might get this done into a cursive italic at the show if I make enough money. This is my Wet n Wise Ferros in the Metallurgy blank. This right now has the Good Blue zoom nib in it. I think that goes really kind of well with the gold color, but I've had, both colors of nibs in there. That's the kind of cool thing about this being the silver and the gold. All right, so those are my hand-turned pins, kind of, if you count the Franklin Christoph as hand-turned. Next, we've got, these are my Benus, Benu Ambrosia, Brown Orchid, Benu I just have a few nibs for that, doesn't matter what nib. Benu Euphoria, Love Story, this is the one that glows. This one has a fine nib in it, and I'm going to bring that because I might get that ground to a cursive italic because I'm kind of obsessed. This is my Opus 88 Fantasia. I love this little pen. This is not going anywhere. I haven't inked it up in like a couple months. I may have to do that. Opus 88 Omar. I've considered selling this one just because of the whole eyedroppery thing, but then I hold it and I changed my mind. Yeah. And this is a Moonman A1 with extra fine, and this is the Moonman Q1 with an extra fine that I accidentally had upside down, so it's got ink in the cap, but that just rinses right out. And then we have They all just fell over. Okay. And then we have my mini pins, the only ones I have left. This is the Wonkai mini with the pink. This is the olive collection. This is my brass. This is the coconut, natural coconut. I've got 2 of these Travelers Company ones. I'm going to polish this one up and probably sell it because I've got this one now, so I never use this one. I just kind of want to keep pins that I'm using. Even though I don't really use these Kavekos that much either, I use this one. I'll have to think about that. Jinhaos I'm not counting. Just because they're kind of junker pins in a way. As far as vintage, I am going to be selling... Where's that? Okay, here's the ones I'm selling. I'm going to sell the Platinum Jubilee Cult Pens, exclusive Kaweco Sport. It's just not, I don't know, don't need it. And somebody who's really into kind of collecting Kawecos would probably want this more. I'm going to sell my Pelican M200 Gold Barrel. It has a medium and an extra fine nib unit. So I'm going to sell that because I don't use that. I'm not big on pistons anymore. I'm going to sell my TWSBI VAC 700R Iris after I clean the cap out of ink. I thought I'd clean this. And this is the Ester that's going to cyan. This is an Esterbrook vintage. I'm going to sell that. And these 2 guys, Pen BBS. These have number 6 nibs in them, Pen BBS. They're nice. I just don't, you know, there comes a point where you have just too many pins. And I think I reached that point ages ago because I've been selling them for a while now. This one I love because it has an eye. See the eye? But I just don't use it. And these ones are kind of transformer pins, so you can kind of have it be double-sided. If you can screw things in. Yeah. So you can write with this side. Right with this side. I think one of them is a fine and the other one is a fine as well, but I have extra nibs that I might sell as well, mediums and whatnots, because I'm not really using them, so why should I keep them? Because I'm not really a collector, I've decided. So those are all the ones I'm selling after I clean this one. And what is in here? Oh, that's Cyan's vintage Esterbrook nib. She's got the adapter as well. And I had 2 of these, so I'm giving her 1. And yeah, and then these are my, I've got like a Parker, I've got 2 Parker Flighters. One is just absolutely filthy. This one, the sack needs replacing. It's making some serious crunchy sounds. And I can ask Key to do that. And then this is my Pelican. This is the Pelican I'm keeping. It is the M150. It's got a steel nib, but I really like this one better than this one. I don't know why. They're about the same size. I just, you know, I like that one better. And so, yeah, I've got a couple of Parker Flighters and another Parker somewhere. Oh, here they are. So I've got a fine. This is the one that needs cleaning like crazy. I'm not even going to open up the... But I have the same pen. People have given me these in what looks like a broad. I don't write with broad. I'll probably get rid of this one too. Let me stick that in the selling thing. This one was given to me at Burnham. Had the sack replaced. Probably won't. I don't think I'll ever use it. This one, I don't know what this Parker is, but I have it. And I haven't tried it, so I should do that. I am intimidated by vintage pins. I don't know, man. This is a La Plume. I think this looks pretty. I've never used it. It has a converter, so I guess I could. I should try that. See if I like it. I think it's got a steel nib. But yeah, those are my vintage pins. And I don't use them. Vintage pins give me anxiety. And I sold the Maybe Todd Swan. Because I just, yeah. It's too nice of a pin for me. There's like tricky bits to it. I just don't do it. So yeah, that's my whole pin collection. I did not count. I'll put the number up here, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more on the way. Yovo nib holders. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. Hence the selling this, because I don't really need that many of those. I mean, I like my Yovo nibs, and I've got quite a few grinds, and I'd like to get a couple more grinds. Because I write all caps, so grinds really work for me. So I think, you know, I could probably be happy with just my Franklin Christoph, a Sailor or two, and my Ester Brooks. I don't know. Yeah. But, yeah, I'll put the amount of pins that I have up above, but that's my whole collection. Bye. I forgot my TWSBIs. All right. The TWSBIs in one Lamy. So I have 2 of these. One of these I'm going to sell. This one. They're both fine nibs. They're both the same color. I bought myself one. I was gifted one. But yeah, and I have 2 more TWSBIs that the bodies are broken, and I need to order the thing. You know, the thing. I need to order new bodies. I've got the green one and a clear one. Those are, oh no, I've got the green one. I've got 3 more that need the broken bodies. The green one, the jade green, a clear one, and the transparent purple. Because, can you see a theme? Yeah, so I really culled my TWSBIs. This side is just Jinhao's and my Muji and my Hongdia, and I don't count these pins. So that's it. Bye.